Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Houston Texans and the Dallas Cowboys. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Eight yards to go here on second down.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, look at 56. Leopard. All right, now, look at 56.
From the gun, it's Osweiler. Completion left side to Miller. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. And Miller with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
On second down, here's Osweiler. Miller on the catch over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Shift together here from the D-line. On second down, Osweiler. This will be caught at the 2.
Brandon, if I told you in preseason that DeAndre Hopkins would have less than 1,000 receiving yards, would you have looked at me funny?
I would have. He's coming off a 1,500-yard season, and he's gotten better each and every year through the first 3.
And they have weapons around him now. Will Fuller can stretch the field. Braxton Miller, when they get him back healthy, he can fly as well. They got Lamar Miller as a running back in free agency. They've got people who can stretch things open and get the ball to DeAndre Hopkins in open field, but he had a connection that wasn't very good with his quarterbacks this season.
And by the way, Charles, touchdown production dropped big time too. 11 last season, 4 this year. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. A first down throw for Prescott. He's got time in the pocket. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Now Prescott escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quentin Demps. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Jalen Smith out of Notre Dame. Partner, that's got to be one of the best stories in the NFL, seeing him out on the field. Yeah, it really is. That injury that he had during the bowl game against Ohio State, boy, that hurt his draft stock. So nice to see him out there. I had him rated as the top player in his class in 2016 before his injury. He ends up going in the second round, and now he's starting to make the plays we expected to see.
Osweiler, it's caught. It's Miller. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
Pardon, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Osweiler, he's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Let's go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Osweiler on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. From the shotgun, Osweiler. And he's got Miller. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And now a first down following that long gain. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football. Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
Here's Osweiler to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
In motion left goes a tight end. Again, it's Elliott. And the spin looked pretty, but more for style points as the real estate evaporated quickly there. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
Yeah, a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. This is Elliott. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dez Bryant from 10 yards out. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. And the lead will shrink to 6. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back.
Take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Hopkins, the man in motion right. They'll throw on 1st down with Osweiler. This one complete. It's C.J. Fedorowicz. They'll get 19 yards there. And the Texans are going to have a first. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
All right, now, look at 56. Now, let's go. All right, now, look at 56. Leopard. Gone. All right, here we go.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. Room here to run. Cuts back, left sideline. A huge play there for Houston. 47 yards. So a spectacular run, but not his career long that he had of 97. That was December 14, I believe.
97 yards. That's obviously why they run the type of sprints they run in the offseason. Longer than that to build up the lung capacity. 97 yards, I'm exhausted.
And from the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
Now they'll throw it with Osweiler. It's complete to Fuller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans will extend their lead. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a...
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Quentin Demps, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was...
Lamar Miller, the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And now here come the Cowboys. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll come out in the pistol. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Prescott looks to throw on first. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Now let's go. Blue line it. Blue line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
After the interception, here's Osweiler. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
They find some open field here. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. The 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And now this will be the final play of the half, as with no time remaining, they'll try and add 2 more to the lead right before intermission. They'll try to punch it in with Miller, but he will not get the... What's that? Now? Oh, we're back. Okay, well, something happened to Larry in the halftime show, I guess. We're ready for the third quarter. Let's go. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. On the counter, Elliott. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Slot man moves right. They go to Elliott again. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Prescott flush to his right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Andre Howe. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They come out here in the eye. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run it again with Miller. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
Watch it now, Barney.
Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. Give him 27 yards that time. And that'll be good for a Houston first. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll put Fuller in motion right.
Green, 39. Detroit.
On first and 10, it's Osweiler. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off, it's J.J. Wilcox. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Drops it underneath to Elliott. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On third down, it's Prescott. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Brian Cushing. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
No. Check.
Again on second and 10 now, it's Osweiler. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And let's discuss Osweiler a little bit further. Obviously an interesting journey for him to get here to Houston.
Groomed in Denver and actually got to play some before he ended up making his departure to Houston. But after the Broncos won the Super Bowl, I think he was in search of his own team and his own destiny as maybe a Super Bowl quarterback. They gave him a great opportunity, and he took advantage of it and headed to be a Texan. You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. DeAndre Hopkins from 10 yards out. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And his kick is good. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. That incompletion, Charles, gives me a chance to put you on the clock real quick. NFC teams last year that did not make the playoffs that might make a push this coming year.
Well, 3 that come to mind right away that we thought were going to be in 2016. Minnesota, remember the start they got off to before that didn't work out so well for them. Arizona, we thought they were a lock to be in the playoffs. In fact, many of us called them Super Bowl contenders. And Carolina, the defending NFC champs going into last season, they didn't make it. So I think that all three could return to former glory. I'm going to give you one way off the pace here. You ready?
Let's go.
The Los Angeles Rams. Ooh. They get the young quarterback going, and that defense continues to live up to expectations. They could make a real strong push in the West.
They've got the D. You're right. They just need the O. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 2nd down now after the pass completion.
Here we go.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Out left side here to Bryant. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone. So the offense has it 1st and 10. In motion left comes Williams. From the red zone now, Prescott. Throw right side, complete to Williams. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. And quickly, they get to the line.
Let's go.
They'll throw again. Prescott. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. And he'll bang that one through. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And now out comes Houston. And the tight end goes in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45.
And they just had another big completion there, and I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game, and however it turns out, it turns out.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. 2nd and 10. It's up. Now the ball's out. Osweiler lost it. Taking it right down Broadway. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Yeah, so hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They come out here in the eye. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. I'm here all day. No. Check, Patriot.
Time running out here on the play clock. And with the play clock running low, Bill O'Brien's going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long.
Green 39. Green 39.
They'll try the right side here with Miller. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, Osweiler. He's got the completion to Strong. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Play clock winding down. On second down, here's Osweiler. Dumps it complete to Miller. Fighting through. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And they're going to speed things up here. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Here we go now. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Leopard.
Oh, Osweiler going to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
All right, here we go.
In motion comes the tight end left. Third and long, it's Osweiler. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll take it down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
In motion goes the tight end.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Leopard.
They'll try and throw for it with Osweiler. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Come on, let's go. 1.
A second down throw for Prescott. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
And he motions the wide receiver. Throwing. Prescott. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. He completes it to Bryant. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. In motion right is Hopkins. They begin with a run by Miller. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.